Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. So,
Good afternoon.
afternoon. So we have started linked list. Yeah, previous class we have discussed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we'll discuss how to create list, inserting an element in different position of the list. First, we have to create the list, and then we have to so before that, types of the linked list. So different type of screen is shared, na?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. The types of linked list. These are the types of linked list: single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list, and single item navigation is forward only. Also, this is called one-way list. This is called single linked list because this pointer is storing the address of the next node only, and we can move forward only. That means we can start from the head node to last node, that direction. We cannot go to reverse direction. So, and on because only storing the address of the next node, we cannot move back. Okay, we cannot move back. So that's why it is called single linked list. And then double linked list. Items can be navigated forwarded and backward way. So both way you can forward. Uh, you can move to back this head to this way, head to tail, and you can move back to tail to end because this node is storing also previous node address. This node is storing the address of this node also. Suppose this is 100, 200, 300, 400. In this position, 200 is storing, and this position also storing 100, and this is 300, this is 200, this is 300, and this will be the null, this will be the null value. So that's why you can move from this head to tail and head tail to head. So when we define the structure of the node, so we have to add extra pointer. Before that it was a next, now we have also added another pointer, that is previous pointer. So that will be discussed when we discuss the double linked list. Then circular linked list, circular single linked list. The circular single linked list is called single linked list, and the last node is containing the address of the first node. So it will look like the circular way. So this will again indicating the first node. Type of single so circular single linked list, then circular W linked list, the W linked list with the circular. It will be called W circular linked list. So this is the double linked list, and double linked list, and this last one is storing the address of the first one, and first one is storing the address of the last node. So it is double linked list with the circular fashion, and this is a single linked list with the circular fashion. So that's this is a type of linked list: single linked list, double linked list, circular linked list. Chains, a chain is linked list in which each node represents one element. Two-way list, double and circular linked list. So this operation can be performed. That is insertion, deletion, insert last, delete last, insert after, traverse, search, delete. This many operation can be performed. Traverse backward, displaying complete list in backward manner, applicable for double and circular linked list. Then this part we have discussed node structure. Consider the single linked list node structure as follows. This will be the node structure: start node, integer data, start node, star next. This is the and start node head is equal to null. Create the node structure with data and key. So, okay, so this is the node structure, and initially head will be null. So this is empty list creation. Then for so anything that start node, so you want to add things, data, key, and node next. So the structure will be look like this: key, data, and the next pointer, that is address of the next node. So this way you can also create. So insert. So the first thing that we have till now, you know what is linked list and how the node structure is defined. The structure is defined because structure of the node is here to start node, then integer data, start node, next. So this is the thing: start node, star, head is equal to now. This thing you know. So now you have to insert a node at the beginning of the list. So what is the logic? Previously we have discussed now. This thing, insertion at start. Insertion at start, what is the logic? The inserting a node at start in the single linked list, create node first. You have to create the node, fill data into data field and of the newly created node. Okay, attach this newly created node to the head. If it is head, then attach the newly created node to the head. Suppose data is 10. Okay, make new node as a starting node. So you have to make new node, you have to make the start node. So this way you will creating the list. The start node, this is start node, new node will be allocated malloc start node star, malloc size of start node. Then you have to input the data. If head is equal to null, then head is equal to new node, else new node is equal to next node equal to new node next is equal to head is equal to new node. Okay, so here it is covered two condition. Okay, if it is head is equal to null, initially if it is empty, for that this code will also help. And if there is some data, there is some uh, elements in the list, that is also will help. Okay, so first thing what you have to do, then this you have to create this pointer where you allocate the memory, or where you want to allocate the memory. So this is the start node start node new node, start node new node, start node जो लिखा है लिख रहा है. You can directly equal to करके भी assign कर सकते हो this one, and then start node star malloc size of start node. So this will create a node actually. This will be created by this syntax: start node star new node start node star malloc size of start node. So this will be created this way. So then you have to insert the data. How you insert the data? The scanf करके new node dot data, new node dot data, new node dot data. You have to insert data this way, and then you have to check this list is empty. In which condition list will be empty? Hello. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In which condition the list will be empty? If head is equal to null, na? Head is the start pointer. Head is the start pointer. This head. If nothing is there, suppose only pointer is there, head, and it is initially null, head. If only head is there and head is equal to null, then the meaning of this syntax is head, the list is empty. So first thing you have to check the list is empty or not. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First you have to check you have, there is a node or not. If it is not, then you can apply for this code. If head is equal to null, तो उसके लिए क्या होगा? जो न्यू नोड तुमने क्रिएट किया है, व्हाट यू हैव क्रिएटेड द न्यू नोड, new node head will assign to new node. The head will be assigned to new node. Head is equal to new node. Suppose 100 location में new node create हुआ है. Suppose this created this location. Now it is done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. कुछ गलत है क्या इस कोड में? थोड़ा बताओ. Head is equal to null, then head is equal to new node, else new node. Otherwise, if there is a node exist already, then in that case, what you do? You have to do the new node. New node next is equal to head. New node next. New node next is equal to head. Actually, it is now indicating the head one. So this will be head now. This will be head. And head will be new node. In that case also same thing. Okay, the new node dot next is equal to head. जो हो जाएगा तो उसमें null value यस में अगर null नहीं होगा तो तो कोड को देखो, अगर समझने की कोशिश करो, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ लो एक बार.
Sir, in the else section, where it is written new node dot next is equal to head. Sir, instead of this arrow sign, we simply use dot. Then will the code work in the same way?
This is actually dot operator.
Sir, if we
Then
would
you have to write this one. Okay. Pointer new node dot next. Okay.
okay, sir.
Then you have to write this pointer. In that case scenario, if you don't want to write this way, you can write this way. It will work fine. Okay. New node arrow operator. This is not a this one. This one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
तो एक बार देख लो इसमें इस कोड क्लियरली समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है.
Sir, I'm not getting the new node next is equal to head part of it.
New node.
Sir, the second last line.
You
Sir,
are
like
not
what
getting.
it's doing.
This one is not getting. This one though.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose address is not given. I am putting address. Okay. Initially, suppose this one exists. This is not exist. So suppose 100. 200. Okay, and this head, now head is a pointer, and what will do in head? What is head actually?
It stores the address of the first node.
First
Let's
node. This is the first node, this is the second node. So what will store here?
100.
100. Okay, so now if list is there, look like this one. In that case, new node next. So new node next. This is the new node, and this is the new node next. What will store this one?
100.
100. The new node dot next. Head is store the same thing, na? Head is storing the 100.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So new node
Yes,
dot
sir.
next is equal to head. Now head will be indicating the new node. This will be the head now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If it is suppose 300, then head will store 300. Now head is pointing this first node, this one. Now it is first node, na?
Sir.
Then it's second node, this is the third node. Now clear?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Is there any other question? No question? Okay. So this is the logic for inserting node at the beginning. Inserting node at beginning. So what is the logic for inserting node at last? Insert node at last. First thing, you have to create the node, create new node, and fill data the data field. That means you have inserted 30. Make its pointer or next field for null. So you have to sure that it is null. And node is to be inserted at last position, so you need to traverse single linked list up to the last node. It is previously it was the last node. Now it will be the last node. So make link between last node and new node. So how will you do this? This is the allocation of memory of new node. New node malloc size of this one and inserted data. This condition you have to do again. If head is equal to null, then head is equal to new node. Simply. So else start node temp not equal to null. Equal to null because we are taking extra temporary variable. So what will do the temporary variable? Now this temporary variable will store the address of the head node. Okay, why will use the temporary variable? Because we have already head. We don't want to disturb the head one because it is very important pointer. It will use for any access of data or insert, delete, or even traverse from. So we will head will store permanently. So will not alter the value of the head actually. So that's why we assign the value of head into the temp. So for temp is equal to head, temp next not equal to null, then temp equals to temp next. Temp next is equal to new node. So this will work from this node. Now it is indicating the temp one. So this will be continue the loop. Temp dot next not equal to null. Up to this it will work. And this one now temp, this one temp. Then it will try to find the next node. It will try to find the next node, but it is temp dot next is equal to null. Temp dot next is equal to null. It will stop here, and this will be the temp. Now it will link the new node. So temp dot next is equal to what? Temp dot next is equal to new node. temp dot next is equal to new node. Clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Any question? You can use this for loop. You can use the while loop also instead of this. What is the syntax? While temp dot next not equal to null, temp is equal to what? Temp dot next. Okay. Then going outside the loop, then this to will be temp next is equal to new node. तो समझ में आ रहा है? बाकी लोगों को कोई रेस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा है. Nobody is responding except one or two. If you have any doubt, you can ask.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Then you have to insert at specific location. For that, what you have to do? You have to search the specific location first. So then you have to create the node. Create new node, fill data into data field, make its pointer to the next field as null. Node is to be inserted at a given position. So we need to traverse single linked list up to given position. So make link between specific position, node and new node. So thing is like this. Suppose it is given like this, you have to insert node after second node. This is first node, this is second node, or it will be given like this after 20. So then you have to find out the location of the 20. You have to traverse from beginning to, and this is starting from head actually. Beginning to this one position. If you have to find out this position, this 20 or second node, then created node will be linked. So then you have to create this node is created, start node, new node, start node, start malloc, size of start node. This node is created and data has been inserted. Scanf data, data inserted. Then you have to insert here it is location. New node is created first and data is also inserted. Then position you have to enter. If head is equal to null, then head is equal to new node. Else, this is for a condition that the list is empty. Else, this is the main condition here. Start node temp not equal to null, integer I is equal to 1. You have to run the loop up to the specific location. Then for that, you have to run the for loop. This for loop, start node start now. A for loop will be there. Temp is equal to head. I is less than equal to position minus 1. Position minus 1. Then temp is equal to temp dot next I plus plus. Then start node करके temp 1 temp dot next. Now what is this? This is another thing. Suppose this one temp करते करते यहाँ पे आ गया टेम क्योंकि दिस पोजीशन आफ्टर दिस पोजीशन यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट दिस पोजीशन फाइंड आउट द एलिमेंट इंसर्ट द एलिमेंट so this one is temp. Now initially what? Initially the list was like this. Initially list was like this. Suppose this one story at 300. Initially, this was the list. This was not present. After the insertion, this looked like this one. So this 300 is stored here, and this one, if we delink this one, so and inserted and connected this one, this address will not be found again. So for that, you are storing this another variable temp dot next. Now this is the temp. Then temp dot next will be what? Temp dot next will be this node. Temp dot next will be this node. So this one will be temp one. So temp one will store the temp dot next. That means this 300 will be stored at the temp one. So temp one node, this one. Now you have created node is there. So you have to link with this one, then you have to link with this one. So temp dot next will be new node, temp dot next will be new node, and new node next will be temp one. Have you understood this portion?
No, sir.
That is also explained.
Sir, could you please explain it again?
Yes, yes. I position I plus plus position minus 2, 1 less than 2. So this is the third position, this is the fourth position. So you have to insert the element third position, insert at the position, third position. So you have to find, how you will find out this third position? Can you say anyone? What will be the logic for finding out the third position?
Shall I go to the second node and then insert a new node?
Yes, how we will go to the second node?
Don't know, sir.
You know. Think. Anyone? Hello? No one. सब लोग है क्या? 50. There's 50 people. All of you are following, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The previous two algorithm, all of you understood? First one is insert at beginning, and second one is insert at last or end of the list. Now we are discussing what?
Insertion at particular point.
Particular position. So you have to find out the particular position. So using this, you have to go to, using for loop or using any loop, you have to go first this position first. This position first. Suppose this temp, you are using temp. The temp is equal to head and temp is equal to temp next karke. By this way, you are traversing from this one to this one. So this third position means you have to traverse up to which position? Second? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Second position you have to traverse. So when you got the second position, so then you have to stop the loop. So for that, this temp will be indicating this node. This node. Actually, I am drawing this initial thing. Initially it is 10, 20, and it is 30 and 40. This is the list, and this is the head, and this is last. Now, okay, so you want to insert node in this position, particular this position. So this is third position actually. According to this, it will be third position. So you have to, this is one first node, second node, third node, fourth node. So this will be the third node when what you have want to insert. So for that you have to go to first this one. So using this for loop, you can come with this location, and this using this temp is equal to temp dot next. Then when you find out this position, this will indicate the temp. This will indicate the temp one. Okay, this is temp one. So now you have to insert. You have to insert one node. This is name is new node. So what will be the case if you able to connect this way and this way? So then it will be inserted at particular location, and for that, suppose this is address is just a minute. Okay, so this is 300, and suppose this node is created location number 500, location address. So initially this was the case. Okay. So after that, inserting the node, this one will store. This will store what? Which one?
300,
This will store
500.
500. So this is the case. If it is the 10th node, if we disconnect, if we disconnect this one and if we connect this one, so this address will be lost. For that, you have to store this address in any other variable. So for that, you have to take another variable temp1. Temp1. Temp1 will store address of this node actually. This is the temp1 node. This is the temp1 node. And how will store? Temp1 will store the address of temp dot next. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This temp1 dot initially what was specifying the address of this node. So temp dot next means this node. So this node address will have to store anywhere, because once you disconnect this one, you will not get this address again. So for that security purpose, for this reason, you have to store to any other variable, that is temp1, temp dot next. Now you have created the new node. You have created the new node. Now you can connect. How will you connect? The temp dot next. Now temp dot next will be what? Temp dot next will be this one. Temp dot next will be new node. Temp dot next will be new node. That means this 500 address will be stored here, and new node dot next. New node dot next will be 300 equal to 300 dot temp 1. New node next is equal to temp 1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what does POS indicate? Like the total number of nodes that are going to be there?
Position actually. Okay. Position.
Okay.
Which position you want to insert.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So all of you understood. So how will you write the code? Suppose you want to insert or create a linked list using insert at beginning, insert at last, and insert at in specific position. You have to create the linked list. I will create the linked list using C. Any idea? बताओ, say something. Online class, I see. So suppose simple program. Okay, simple program. You have to create linked list. So all the things जैसे हम लोग start करते हैं, ऐसे include, तो सब लोग को पता है, ऐसे include stdio.h करके. Then यहाँ पे एक चीज और चाहिए, stdlib.h. Okay. Then सबसे पहले क्या करना, you have to declare you have define your node.
अच्छा.
Start node. If it is look like this one, then same thing, integer data, then start node start next, and then you have to create the empty list. Start node start head is equal to null. Head is equal to null. So this is the case. Tick. Otherwise, if you want to create in within the if you don't want like to write here, so you can write here. Now you start the main function, void main or integer main. जैसे लिखते तो
So if you don't write null, does it by default become null?
I will write within the main. Okay, null.
Okay, sir.
Now head is equal to null. Okay, so now you create this one. So you go. So how many number of nodes you can write now? Now you can create the function and call the function. Yeah. Then you have to print how many number of nodes are created. How many number of nodes? So you scan. Then you know all the thing. Actually, I'm writing this. Any function you want to. In you have to declare first an integer n x I. N for number of nodes, x for value, and I for counter variable. So this is scanf for question. Then you run one loop for I is equal to 0, I less than n, and I plus plus. Okay. Then for loop, within for loop, you can these things for printf, enter the value for each node, enter the value and scanf x ampersand actually. And this is one function you can create insert x and print. And if you want this one, insert at begin, insert at last, insert at middle, here you can create three different function. Okay. So now you have to create all the function. So if you create one function, void insert x, so you can write now, I think. You can create.
Yes, sir.
Void insert. So you can use the which one? Insert at last node. That will be written here. I am writing this one actually. Start node. My handwriting is not good with this pen. Temp. Start node. This करके create करना. Up to this it is okay ना? नोड टेम्पररी नोड क्रिएट करना फिर temp dot data करके नोड क्रिएट करना. Now main thing what I am want to show here, how to print. Can anyone have any idea how to print the linked list? How to traverse? How to traverse? So this is your linked list. You want to display all the elements of the linked list. So what will be your code or function? So you want to create one function to display all the elements. How will you write? Suppose one function that is print. I have written. So what will be the function? Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the code here? To display all the elements, you want to display 10, 20, 30 and 40. This is the list now. So for that you have to create the node, a temporary variable or little 10 and assign the head. Assign head. Okay. Then print the list of just a minute. List. लिस्ट टाइप करके तो इसमें क्या लिखना है while temp not equal to null, temp not equal to null, temp not equal to null, temp is equal to what? Temp dot
Next.
next, temp dot next. Oh sorry, क्या गलती लिखा है बताओ सिंटैक्स में. पहले प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा ना.
Yes, sir.
You have to print percentage d temp dot what? Temp dot data, then temp dot next. Temp is equal to temp dot next. All of you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now
Yes.
this is temp. This node is temp. Now your loop is working. You check it is temp is equal to null. Null नहीं, not equal to null तक चलेगा. So this will be printed. Now it will be incremented. Now it is 10. Not equal to null check हो गया. Then 20 will be printed. Now it will be checked. Next, this was 10 is equal to null now. 30 will be printed. Now it will be go to the this one. This will be printed first, then check. Now it is 10. It will be printed first, then 10 is equal to 10. डॉट नेक्स्ट जैसे टीम डॉट नेक्स्ट को फाइंड करने की कोशिश करेगा, विल ट्राई टू फाइंड द नेक्स्ट नोड, इट विल बी null. In that position the list will be ended. So according to this the list will be printed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the temp not equal to null symbol. Tomorrow there is a class. Tomorrow you have class. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll try to implement this one. What we'll have to implement? Implement the C code for linked list. First one, create the list. Create the list. Simple create the list. Within this you can create using the any other option, any one option. Insert at beginning or insert at last. Okay, and then insert at any position. Tomorrow I'll check this code is implemented or not. Okay, so in any way you have to implement. You all understood the thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you try at home. Then if there any difficulty is found, we will discuss again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We'll discuss tomorrow. Roll number 7. One 38.
Present, sir.
171.
Present, sir.
237.
Present, sir.
273. 308.
Present, sir.
534.
Present, sir.
622.
Sir.
652.
Present, sir.
768.
Present, sir.
1053. 1158. 1274.
Present, sir.
1510.
Present, sir.
1533.
Present, sir.
1561.
Present, sir.
1565.
Sir, is present. I mean, network issues.
1581.
Present, sir.
1596.
Present, sir.
1598.
Present, sir.
Present.
1599.
Present, sir.
Shom Banerjee.
Sir, he got disconnected right now.
Okay. 1617.
Present, sir.
1746.
Present, sir.
1792. Aditya Kirtaniya. 1799.
Present, sir.
1821.
Present, sir.
1855.
Present, sir.
1864.
Present, sir.
1970.
Present, sir.
2016.
Present, sir.
2039.
Present, sir.
2040.
Present, sir.
2246.
Present, sir.
2406,
Present, sir.
2411, 2446,
Present, sir.
2461,
Yes, sir.
2605,
Present, sir.
2617,
Present, sir.
2637,
Present, sir.
2649, Acharya, 2669,
Present, sir.
2673,
Yes, sir.
2677,
Present, sir.
2679,
Present, sir.
2682,
Present, sir.
2683,
Present, sir.
2709,
Present, sir.
2720,
Present, sir.
2722,
Present, sir.
2725,
Present, sir.
2731,
Present, sir.
2739,
Present, sir.
2823, 2821,
Present, sir.
2823,
Present, sir.
2853,
Present, sir.
2863,
Present, sir.
3203,
Present, sir.
3205,
Present, sir.
3210,
Present.
Present, sir.
double, 3212,
Present, sir.
3213,
Present, sir.
3218,
Present, sir.
3223,
Present, sir.
3232,
Present, sir.
3237,
Present, sir.
3242,
Present, sir.
3250,
Present, sir.
3336,
Present, sir.
3340,
He's present, sir.
3345, Mahi Kumari, 3346,
Present, sir.
3362,
Present, sir.
3368,
Present, sir.
3382, 3382, 3383,
Present, sir.
Sir, 3382 present.
3425.
Present, sir.
Okay. Anyone alert? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.